Telling people, I think if well, like 2 days away, 2 days away from the end of Q2, the end of June, the best of the year. I've obviously got to copy because it ended up being my worst turnover month. In September, so August, September, October, November, December, 11 months. Supposed to be my best month. So I'm not too happy with myself, but it is what it is. I've been running around all day. I do not want to be sitting here making calls. Is that Sue? Hey, Sue, it's Charles. Do you remember me? Wow, bloody hell, Sue. That's it. Bloody. I'm waiting for this for 3 years. Been waiting for this for 3 years. Second of June 21 is when I last spoke to you. And I was going to pop you an email. Would that be okay? Have a look at it tomorrow. Because the thing is, you know what it's like. If I give you a bell, you might be busy, and it might be the same situation. Shall I stick with the same ink that you had last time? Yeah, I got that, and then I'll stick with the same ink. And if it's wrong or whatever, Sue, just give me a bell or pop me an email back. It's boiling today. I'm not even being funny. It's not. It's not. It's on. I went into a news agency earlier in Grangetown to get a drink, and their fridge wasn't even cold. I was fuming, fuming, honestly. But yeah, you enjoy your afternoon. Thanks, Sue. Ta-da. Bye bye. Here's to all the people that are working that don't want to work right now. What's wrong with everyone's fridges, man? Uh, quote 26, 06. So it's, come on, Johnny boy, you can do this, bro. You can do this, bro. Bye. 10, 2, 4, 20, 3, 6 for Excel. Session. Never know. Let's go. Hi, is that Jackie? I should use this number to place orders. But Jackie, can you just transfer me through to sales? So very quickly, yeah, but do you really? Once people know that you answer, yeah, I bet you do. I'm going to delete this number as soon as this conversation finishes. I think that's what they'll do with it. Be a disappearing email, won't it? It'll be just it'll self-destruct once we've sorted it out. So very quickly, my name's Charles. I run my own company called Stead Office Supplies. My name's Charles Stead. Supplier ID is STE30038, I believe. Yeah, Tango Echo 03. So, okay, brilliant. Because to be honest, I record my calls. I work for myself. I've been doing this for a long time, selling 15 years, but I've been by myself for 7. But since I started, I record calls, not for things like this. It's more for myself, so I can improve on. I do cold call and things like that. So yeah, well, it's a phone system I've got basically, and I haven't gone into the calls that I've made yesterday, but there is an issue that I have. I'm hoping that you know what it is, and I was hoping for a quick resolution because, in a nutshell, I'm not just out of pocket, but I'm in a position now where I'm struggling to fulfil something that I've pass back to my customer, which is actually my biggest customer at high school in Liverpool. And I am a bit disappointed that on 2 separate occasions I could have been told that you couldn't supply the order. The first occasion was the first call that I made before the order was placed at 11:30 yesterday morning. So I actually placed a call to ask about stock availability. I was given stock availability. I was given the price, and I was told I could order it. So that's number one. I then placed the order at 11:30. I came through approximately 3 o'clock. Spoke to Shanice, I think, or I'm sure it was her. I was not on hold as such, but she couldn't find the order for a substantial amount of time. I think it ended up being about 7-8 minutes before she could confirm it. And I was very, very wary of not sending over the payment. I needed to send over the payment in time for it to be released. So I was right, let me send over this payment and then it can be released. And then I know then I can, go back to the customer and say, right, I'm on it. It's a high school, Canon have not fulfilled their contractual obligations and they've got exams going on. I'm trying to really help them out. They're really relying upon me. So I need to make sure this is done and dusted. So I did my part. And then obviously 45 minutes later, Shanice said that unfortunately couldn't go through with the order, which is fine. I wasn't aware, obviously, because if I was, I wouldn't have placed the order. So I transferred the money in good faith for the order to be released, and I understand that you have certain, procedures when it comes to this type of thing. But I'm a sole trader; it's only myself. So that money that I've given to you, that is my money. That is money that I've got to use now, and it's not your West Coast's fault as such, but it is money I have to use to go and find that order. And for example, I ordered one of them off Printerland, and they could only sell me one. So then I ordered one off somebody else, and they promised me delivery for today. And then I've emailed them asking for tracking, and they said it was next day delivery yesterday. And I've emailed them for tracking, and then they've turned around tracking and said they're getting it from somewhere else, and it'll be 2 to 4 days. And I'm just shaking. I'm just shaking. I'm just like, my biggest thing is customer service. So for me, I'm hoping that we can come to some type of resolution, because I just want it to be done and dusted, and that's why I was hoping to kind of escalate it to manager level, and then just see where we're at, and then fingers crossed we can sort it out. I am. Yeah, yeah, but she asked. So this whole thing with headed paper and signature and all that. I got to be honest with you. I'm running around like a headless chicken. I got 5 kids. I run my own business. I want to keep it as simple as possible. I would if so Sierra Tango Echo 038. Let me just make sure I got that right, because I said that off. It's 230 dead. The order would have been 227 dot something something, but I overpaid to make sure that there was no issues. To be honest with you, I've really tried my best to make sure that I could fulfill this order with the customer. And I'm not, like I said, it's not a case of blaming, but I did put the order through at 11:30, and I really wish somebody had kind of picked up on the fact that I couldn't order, because it would have given me the capability of not transferring the money and using those funds to buy elsewhere. And I was you can only imagine how much of a tiz I was. 4 o'clock, Printland closed at 4:30. I've got to try and order from one of my competitors, and they don't do plain label. I've just had a nightmare. But of course, I've used money from it. It is, and it continues to be. Honestly, I've got one left to do. Don't lose your voice. This crucial time. Would that be okay? I honestly, I would really appreciate it. So the first email that I sent to Shanice and well, I thought Victoria at the time. I was calling her Victoria. That's exactly what I did. I actually sent over my bank details in preparation for you guys to ask me for them. I did, yeah. So I'm going to email you again, but I did send them across with a reference. I was going to put the reference as, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was going to put the reference as the order number and the word refund. Is that okay? But is that okay with you? Because I made that up on the spot. So okay. So um, let me. It's okay. Listen, I've called you. I did call this morning after Vicky confirmed you'd received it. But to be honest, I was on hold for so long that I had to come off the phone, and this is the first chance that I've had. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you can't do it for today, now, if can you just confirm that you've got this email? Bear with me. It's coming from Cardiff, so we're a little bit backward over here. So it's usually raining as well. No, no, it's fine. I've understood. I just want to. Yeah, I think so. I just want to make sure you've got it, and then we don't need, you're not waiting on me for anything else. And I do understand also this is a one-off, but in fairness, it hasn't happened before, and I got to be honest, I don't actually know how to stop it from happening again, because as far as I was aware, it was confirmed to me verbally. So it is a bit of a tricky one of not to do it again, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. No, that's fine. Thank you. So if it does go through, obviously it may be missing cut, but will that be put in tomorrow, or is there going to be a delay? So that'll go in tomorrow, or that'll leave. Is it a seamless? Is it seamless? Because when I transferred it to you, to be honest, I just did a bank transfer. I did this. I thought I did the same day. Yeah, I just did a bank transfer. There's no other option on my bank to do anything but a bank transfer. Is that okay? Okay, Jackie. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help. And still say thank you to Vicky as well. No, listen, and still at the end of the day, still say thank you to Vicky for trying to help out, because at the end of the day, there are certain procedures you have to abide by, and that's why I didn't want to, go down any other route. Yeah. Well, if I was told, I would have, if obviously I would have transferred it. It wouldn't have even, yeah, 100 off the edge. Yeah, exactly. I'd have given them any elsewhere. But it is, it is what it is. I just think for future reference, for me moving forward. I mean, I don't know what else I could have done, but apart from because I did ask to, confirm and things like. But there was my gut feeling was there wasn't something quite right. I don't know what it was, but it was just, yeah, it was just the energy that was coming across, thinking there wasn't something quite right. But maybe that was because it hadn't been confirmed, maybe with Shanice at that point, or maybe she was trying to figure out why, maybe. But at the end of the day, I do they still do it? Yeah, of course I know what that is. Yeah, I watch it all the time. What did she do? She did something with the Welsh, didn't she? Didn't she say something derogatory against the Welsh, and she was in the papers for it? Remember that? Hang on, which one are we on about? What was the lady's name? What was? Hang on, wrong. Oh, we're on about the wrong game show. What game show am I on about? The one with ginger hair, Anne Robinson. What game was that? Go on. Do you remember what she said? I can't remember what she said. Do you remember what she? Do you remember she was in the papers though for saying it? Do you remember that? It was a Welsh contestant. Yeah, she said something quite bad. She said not quite bad. I'm sure she said something about maybe sheep shaggers. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to find out. I promise you, she says something. Honestly, I'm going to type it in. And honestly, Anne Robinson says something. Says derogatory. I should have said derogatory, should I? Because I can't believe spell it. Derogatory comment about Welsh. I bet you any minute this comes up. Oh, here we go. TV watchdog clears Anne Robinson over Welsh jibes. And this is going back to 2001. Yeah, so she said, Miss Robinson said she would like to banish the Welsh into oblivion in room 101, explaining that I've never taken to them. What are they for? Oh, wow. She goes into a full. Oh, she says she just said there, being of Irish descent, we are all terribly ashamed of ourselves because we can't sing like they can, we can't play rugby like they can, and we can't be clever like they are. We used to go on holiday to Wales, and they all used to speak Welsh there. I've just grown to dislike them more and more. That doesn't seem like a joke. That seems like honestly, that's what I'm reading an article from the Guardian, 2001. Whoever described objections to people speaking Welsh in their own language is absurd. As absurd, is unaware of the attempts by the English to wipe out the Welsh language over 600 years. Oh no, that was somebody from the Welsh civil rights group. Yeah, I thought it was something else that she said, something more snappy, or maybe that's what it was. I've never taken to them. What are they there for? That was, yeah. I think that was the headline. Yeah, I thought that's because when you mentioned the game show, I thought of Anne Robinson, obviously different game show. Yeah, I was thinking of her, the weakest link. He was on around the same time, though, wasn't it? I remember that Saturday night. I remember. Oh God, going back years ago. I remember Top of the Pops Friday. Find out who's number one. Go and take HMV the next day. And top. Oh God, what was that? What was that one with the red? The red. What was that record store with the red? Oh my gosh. HMV, and there was top. Come on, the one with the red? Where you buy your records from? Yeah, with the red logo. Come on, Jackie. On the high street, when you had to go to buy the record, when you had to buy the cassette or you can't remember where you bought your records from. I've got record, something record. Oh, do you know what? You shouldn't start. You started me off now. I'm going to have to come off Google and go down a rabbit hole. Right, I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you very, very much for that. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely evening. And not at all. You've resolved it, and that's all that I can ask for. And thank you very much. Yeah, no, I think, like I said, I still appreciate it because she's still doing a job just like I am, so you can't fault us for doing our jobs. But yeah, I hope you guys have a nice evening, and I will delete your number ASAP. Speak to you soon. Thank you, Jackie. Ta-da. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Is that Craig? Um, Can you hear me? Oh, it's Charles. Is that Craig? Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. Sorry, mate. I didn't hear you initially. I'll give him a bell. Is he back in tomorrow? Next week? No worries, mate. I'll put on my notes. First, is he back on Monday? Perfect. There's no rush, mate. I'll try on Monday. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Ta-da. Bye-bye. Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Ellie. Oh, never. Oh, that's not Joe, is it? Maybe. Oh, hi. Hi, Julia. Um, okay. I was ringing to make sure everything was okay. Okay with the ink and things like that. You guys been using me for ink for the last couple of years. Um, but yeah, I know. It was Joe that did the payments. I've spoken to Joe a few times. Is Oh wow, you're really hitting me. And just to top it all off, you have absolutely no idea who I am, do you? It's called a triple whammy. Ellie no longer works there. Joe's retired, and who the hell are you? Who the hell's asking? So you're Julia, did you say? Julia, I'm Charles. So in a nutshell, I run my own independent ink business called SOS. I'm based in Cardiff, and for the last close to 18 months, you guys have been using me for ink for the printer. To well, what I thought was um, it's been quite successful because sometimes I send out a recycling box that you fill out with all the empties, and then I collect it as well. Um, but the call wasn't for an order. The call was because I call very infrequently, and I'm going through my customer list A to Z, and it's just come up under B for Bournemouth Aviation Services. Um, and that was literally the reason for the call, is just to check with Ellie that everything's okay, any issues, any problems. I'm very big on service, so I'm very much like, let me know. But of course, I don't know what to say now because you've completely and utterly stumped me. So have you taken over from Ellie, or is it somebody else? Oh, have you been here all along? Perfect. So you know the person that I used to speak to before. I used to speak to somebody before Ellie. It was Nikki. Yeah, Nikki. Yeah, Niki. It was Nikki, and then before Nikki left, no, I think they ordered, and then Nikki left, and then Ellie took over, and then continued to order. So who do I speak to then, Julia? Or who like what for now until you figure it out? Bear with me, bear with me. Shall I leave the admin on my notes because I may have to come back to it? Oh, it's gone completely. Okay. Wow. Okay. So stores at BOH Aviation, same as no. Give me 2 seconds. So I need to so any okay left and I'll put here Joe retired. Okay. So you said it's Julia, and is it MATT just for reference for Matt? Okay. So the printer that they've been ordering for is the HP printer. Does that ring any bells? I'm hoping. Correct. Oh, and bear with me because there was also there was a Lexmark, but I think the Lexmark was on contract. Yeah, so there was it's called the HP Collegiate Pro 500 M570. It's the one with the black top. It scans and copies at the top, and it's got an LCD screen on the right hand side. Yeah, perfect. Now, what's yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me check the notes. I don't know. I didn't have her printer model. It was only. It was only. I'm sure there was another one. Yeah. The the HP ones that you're talking about, though, are we on the same page? Are we still talking about the same printer? Are they? Because I'm looking on my emails over the last 18 months or so, and the only printer model that I can find is the M570. But I'm looking at a lot of emails as well. Like we're talking, there's one email thread of like 21 emails, 7 emails, 22 emails. The last email thread was 7 in February. Who's Yeah, there's no rush. Let me know. So are you keeping the M570 for now or not? I think it is too, but the only thing is, what are the other printers? Because I on my notes on my emails, I don't have anything apart from the M570. I know that I spoke with other printers with Nikki, but I haven't got anything on paper to say that the models. You understand? So, yeah, so we need to find out. For, I'm just wondering what email thread. When I send an email thread, what I'm just trying to think of what email thread to send. I'm thinking to send one from March of last year. Um, I'll do March of last year. We did have an issue with delivery because somebody in the airport or the airspace, they took in the delivery and it was a nightmare. Yeah, yeah, that was a nightmare to sort out, but we did sort it out. So, what I'm going to do is when I press, okay, so if I forward the thread, does that forward forward it from the email that I forward it and then above, if that makes sense? Okay, okay. So I'm going to forward this to stores. I'm going to send a separate email if it's okay with you, with the printer model, the prices, and the delivery charge. So it's a cleaner quote to refer back to. So I'll send two emails. I'll send one with the thread, and that'll be obviously a bit messy because you've got to scroll it. And then I'll send one with the prices. So what I'm looking for you is to find out, is this the printer that you're keeping? Exactly, yeah. Is this one you're keeping? If not, what's the name of the one that you are keeping? And if it's different, I will then send you the prices for that, Julia, if that's okay with you. But the way that I operate, you can see from the email thread is Ellie just said, "Hi Charles, can I please order XYZ?" And I was like, no problem, got it sent out. And then myself and Joe had a good relationship in the short time that you were with me because she basically sorted out the payment relatively swiftly as well. So it was quite, yeah, gutted isn't the word, but it is what it is. Have you considered buying your own printer? Is it too late to throw my hat in the mix, maybe with an option? Yeah. Okay. No, no, it's fine. I'll send you the email through now, the two emails, and then you and Matt come back to me. But like I said, there is no rush to come back to me. But please bear me in mind if I am needed, and I'll just spring into action if that's okay. I'll put my name, Charles, on it. I'll put my contact details and everything on it. So just come back to me. Is that okay? Thank you, Julia. You have a nice afternoon. See you in a bit. Thank you. Ta-ra. Bye bye. Bye bye. Fuck me. Ta-ra. Fuck me, man. Devastated. Would you rather know, Charles, or not know? I would rather not fucking know. Fuck me, man. me. Fucking devastated. 762 profit from last year gone. Hmm. Fuck. Fuck. Sounding bro. It's 10 to 4. I've had one order. I've made like less than £10, £9. So yeah, I needed a big day. I needed a big 3 days to get to 5k turnover. So ironically, ironically, this is my worst month in 11 months, but it should have been my best month of the year, yeah, or my best month of 11 months. Fuck, fuck, I haven't even gone below 5k. 10 to 4. I got tomorrow and Friday to go, and the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, if any orders come through, they get put on they don't get put on the profit for the week, but they get put on the system for the dates get put on. Fuck me. Just called just doing EBR, just started 40 minutes ago, fucking 3 o'clock, whatever. Just called an existing customer. Was number 11 last year in my top customers. 762 profit last year, ordered in January, I think made about 200 quid. I was ringing them because they start with B. So I'm going through my Bs in EBR calls and triple whammy. So the person that orders has left. It's completely none the wiser. The person that does the accounting, the invoicing that I knew is retired. And the person that picked up the phone didn't have a fucking clue who I was. And they've decided to go with a contract. They've already signed all the paperwork, so I can't even put my hat in the mix with a different printer. They're saying that they're keeping one print. They've got two printers, very rarely used. One printer's broke. It's going in the bin. They're only going to be left with one, and it's not the printer that I've been supplying this over for. So I'm just like, ah, fuck me. All right, whatever. All right, bro. Hope you're having a good day. Peace out, motherfucker. Let's go. Ah, ah, fucking piss me off, man. The last year. Oh, they are in my top 10. The number 10. Mm. Mm. Fucking devastated. That's what you call triple whammy, my friends. One. Come on, Becca. What? Mm. But fuck off, Charles. We're doing 15 and 20. Like Bill. Ah, sell £600 tomorrow, man. Ah, fuck me, man. Hey, Colin, it's Charles. I'm not doing too bad, mate. How are you doing? Good for you, mate. I just called the landline. I couldn't get through, so I tried. I didn't try the mobile first. I tried the landline. Uh, uh, no, it's fine. I know we spoke before, and you said things had changed a little bit. I was just going to ask very quickly because I don't want to take up much of your time. Would you be receptive to me popping you an email with my refreshing you with my contact details and some pricing for the ink? Do you know which? What is there any printer that I can quote for, even if it's just the one? You don't know the model, do you? Or is it one that you've had before? Ah, right. Okay. Okay. So it's not. Yeah. 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 So that's going to be on a contract. So what the smaller ones? There's nothing there in terms, even if there's only one or two left, used infrequently. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know which one you're on about. I'll tell you what I'll do then, Colin. I'm going to put on my notes because I don't call you, as you know, very often. I can't remember the last time we speak. Every time we speak, it feels like it hasn't been that long. But then when I look on the records, it's been. Was it in the World Cup? Maybe. I thought it was before that, to be honest. Um, it was the. Oh, there we. Maybe we were texting during the game. I think we were texting during the game. What I'll do though, on my notes, I'll put on lease. But you've got my details. So if anything changes your end, Colin, my door will always be open no matter what. And I just want to say as well, I always will appreciate what you did for me when I first set up my business. So even if you never buy anything off me ever again, without you, I wouldn't have had the confidence to have that first month, that first order you placed. It was I to be honest, my it's ironic actually because June last year was my best month of the year. My sales haven't dipped since August, so I'm looking at Q3, Q4. Q1 of this year was brilliant, but Q2 has dropped off, and ironically, ironically, June is the month where it's going to drop off the so where when it hasn't dropped off since July last year. So you've got to think August, September, October, etc., etc. It hasn't dropped off since July. So ironically, June, I think I must have got cocky at the start of the month because I was expecting to have obviously a big month. Last year was one of my biggest months, I think, if not the biggest. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, it's gonna finish off Q2 and it's gonna get me back to where I was. And unless I pull something out of the bag in the next couple of hours and maybe over the next 2 days, bearing in mind I don't ring people for orders. I'm genuinely ringing because it's A to B, so A to Z. Sorry, so I've done my A companies. I'm doing my Bs because obviously it comes into the brake garage. I'm going to be doing my Cs, but I never ring in the expectation of anything. I genuinely am ringing to kind of touch base. Some people I'm speaking to, Colin, I haven't spoken to for 6 years. Genuinely, haven't spoken to them for honestly, genuinely. So some people I haven't spoken to since 2018, 2019, 2020. So I'm not even expecting any orders. Any orders that come through, I just had an order from Inverness, McDonald's in Inverness, and they ordered one toner. If they ordered maybe two or three, I could have maybe got closer to the target. But ironically, June is going to be the worst month in 11 months, which is just yeah, which is just that goes to show that I obviously I must I just must maybe I got cocky at the start of the month, thinking it'll just all fall into place, Colin. But never quite does. But in terms of yeah, everything's fine. Business is okay. Looking at getting a website and be doing stationery. So you may hear off me in the future because I'm going to be doing workwear and PPE, and the website is going to handle a lot of products, like tens of thousands of products. and that's in consideration for September, I believe. It's basically the only step I can take to progress the business. I can't do it by myself, and a website is going to be crucial. I spoke to a garage in Scotland about workwear, and I just mentioned it in conversation, and she said that she buys work boots, £500 worth of boots every 6 months, and she buys it for farmers in Scotland. They come to her. It's not just an MOT garage. It's actually a farm shop. She said don't let the name of the garage put you off. She said we're actually two or three different businesses. But it was an interesting conversation, Colin, because I didn't know about workwear. I don't know anything about workwear, but she kind of held my hand with it, and she said, "Right, Charles, my order is £500. If you can knock off 5%, she said, I'll give you a go." I don't know what the margin. I don't think the margins are very good for me, but the website, fingers crossed, will be in play, and then it just gives people the option of going there if they need me. You know, think I might have lost you, Colin. Oh, damn. Hi, Colin. Do you know what's interesting? Somebody actually placed an order at 11 o'clock this morning for 5 reams of paper, and I completely forgot about it because I was running around until 3 o'clock this afternoon. When I came in the office, completely forgot about it. I did reply back to them saying I'd do the order. And talking about stationery, I was sitting here when the connection left, and I was scratching my head thinking, paper, something else. I meant to, I meant to do something, and then, I emailed the person. I say, yeah, no problem. I'll sort the order out. So yeah, anything to do with other things, possibly we might be able to bang heads with. I'll definitely set you up with as long as you're happy with it, I'll set you up with an online account where you can just go online and browse yourself. And you never know, Colin. You know, the door is, like I said, the door is always open. It may not be ink that we do business with. It may be something that me and you never kind of considered. Boiler suits. Let me write that down. Is that under workwear? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Vinyl gloves. Okay. I've got a catalogue in front of me called B Swift. Have you ever heard of B Swift? Okay. So that's what. Yeah. I've Yeah, I've got it. I've actually found the page straight away. I think I've got Thermostar fully dipped latex. They're in yellow and orange with blue tips. I don't know if they're the right ones. I tell you what to do, right? Why don't I pop you an email? Are you still good on? Are you still nifty on your emails? Why don't I pop you an email and I'll just put something like, "Hi Colin, please let me know the product code or the description of the boiler suits and the vinyl gloves. And if you've got any pricing, that would be really good because margins for me are not going to be extremely high. So if you say, I don't know how much they are off the top, obviously I've got a clue, but if you say boiler suit, I don't know, say they're £25, and then at least I can say, right, well, I can actually do them for X price. And then at least then even if you don't use me for them, but you know that you can if you wish to, you know? Yeah, but there's no, as you know, I don't ever hassle. So it'd be you similar to the lady from the garage in Scotland. You'd kind of be holding my hand a little bit, but if it is something that I can save you some money on, I mean, when you say those are what you order, is it something that is a regular every 3 or every 6 months? Is it something that, or is it like, 2 months. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. So boiler suits is 6 months, close to 2 months. So when you order every 6 months for boiler suits, how much do you normally spend? Do you know that? Is that a really? Okay, okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. And vinyl gloves, what every couple of months, what is the quantity on the vinyl gloves, or how much do you normally spend? Okay, so times 8. Okay, okay, okay. And how much are they? Do you know? Oh, roughly? No idea. Yeah, because I certainly wouldn't know. Yeah, yeah. But I could potentially, if I get a bit nifty on the boot side of things, it could be an outlet for them if they know the type of boot, because I actually had a full on 20-minute conversation about boots. She bought £500 a couple of months ago. She's buying another £500 in November, and we actually spoke about only two different types of boots, different sizes, and already I got to grips with it. Well, I say got to grips with it. It was, the more the different things I supply is the I'm never going to be an expert on stationery. I'll always be an expert on print. That's what I think, anyway. But I don't need to be an expert. I think that's why I got to let my ego go to the side, to be honest, Colin, and say, well, I can actually supply other things. It's just it's out of my comfort zone, and I'm very stubborn. And this website is something that you can either go on, or the boys can go on and see for themselves, or you, yeah, exactly, exactly. And I don't know myself. You know better than me. You know. Exactly, and that's where the B Swift thing comes in, because with the B Swift, um, I know you said you haven't heard of it, but on the back of their catalog, they've got all the partner brands. So you've got all the Honeywell and 3M and Dunlop. I'm only saying the ones I recognise, by the way. Dunlop and every other brand that's on there. There's about 20 brands. I don't know the rest of them, but the point is with the website, the way that I look at it is Colin logs in, username, password, sees favorites, which will be the gloves and the overalls, for example, because we've already discussed that. And then if you type in the search bar or product code. But the point is, all the back office is actually tied into my wholesaler catalog. So I don't need to do anything myself. It's kind of already done for me. So when you type in boots, it should come up with a catalog of things that you'll recognize yourself from looking at other people's websites, if that makes sense. So we'll see how we get on, but very, very interesting part of the conversation. I wasn't even going to mention that, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, let me know. You never know. We could bang heads on boiler suits and vinyl clips. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. But I'll leave you to it. Hope you have a really nice evening. Is your mum still okay? Yeah. Bloody hell, Colin. She's good. She's good. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll reach that age if I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I've just turned 40, mate. There's no way now I'm going to turn. I'm not. Just listen. Just buy some boiler suits and vinyl gloves while you can. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm gonna drive this till the wheels fall off. But I definitely think the website is going to be interesting. It's been 7 years since I set up the business, so let's see. Let's see. You never know. Obviously it won't be live until September, so let's keep having little chats until then, and then when it is live, give me a shout. But have a nice evening. Thanks for the chat. I'm on it. I'm not even joking. I've got it in front of me. Thanks for your time as well. Cheers, Colin. Ta-ra, mate. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh no. What do you mean you've got no paper? You. Hi, good afternoon. Is that Chris? Hi, Chris. You might remember me, but it's been quite a while since we last spoke. Been over a year. My name's Charles. I run my own independent ink business, um, based in Cardiff. I used to deal with Barry and Joanne. Um, I think we haven't spoken. It doesn't feel like it, Chris, but we haven't spoken since it was February last year when we spoke about some printers and I sent over some recommendations and things like that. Um, I was just wondering, because I haven't called you for quite a long time, would you be okay with me popping you an email with my contact details and any pricing for ink? Would that be okay with you? The only thing is, do you know the name or like the model of the printer that you're using at the moment, Chris? Because I can send the prices over if you know like what you're using. Yeah, I think did I? I don't know. I can't remember. Definitely did. I think I might have told you multiple times during the call. That's probably why you haven't called me back. You're on my naughty list, Chris. So uh, yeah. What's the? Do you want me to? Have you thought about changing it at all or no? Yeah, I know the feeling. Mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Genuine, I know the feeling, mate. I actually do know the feeling. Honestly, I do. So, what I'd like to do, if it's okay with yourself, why don't I send you an email? I'll put together the pricing for the ink. I want to just leave it at that, and then if it is something yourself or your wife want to pursue in terms of ordering ink, it's there in front of you. And if it's something that you ask your wife to, if the printer goes down for any reason, or if you want to have a chat about a new printer, then then I'll spring into action. There's no point me sending you printer recommendations and things like that if you're not in the right place to think about it. In my opinion, because by the time you look at it, it might be discontinued. The printers I sent over last year, one of them has already been discontinued. The brother one, it's no longer there. So. But what I'll do is I'll send you that email across. Keep them on file if you can, Chris, and then just kind of come back to me or your wife, what have you. Just let me know when you're ready. Is that okay, mate? Appreciate that, Chris. Have a nice evening, and I will speak to you as and when you're ready. All right, mate. Speak to you in a bit. Thanks, Chris. Ta-ra, mate. Bye bye. Ah, mm. Ah, fuck me, man. It's me. It's me, Charles. Your names. Ah! Oh. what we're looking at. There's a big order from a school. A couple of big orders from school. Hmm. Hi, good afternoon. Is that Teresa? Hey, Teresa. I'm not sure if you remember me because it's been a while since I last spoke to you. My name's Charles. I run my own independent ink business called SOS in Cardiff. You bought some ink off me in 2020, but I haven't ever done your head in, which is a good thing and a bad thing, Teresa. Um, it's a good thing because I haven't done your head in, but it's a bad thing because you can't remember me. But yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Order a lot. Yeah. Shall I stick to that one, or do you know if anything's changed at all? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah. So, yeah, because in 2020 you ordered a couple of black in January, a couple of colours in March. Funny enough, it was actually literally a couple of days before lockdown in 2020, 17th of March. So I don't know when lockdown was, but I'm pretty certain it was maybe it's the Monday after. It was very close, yeah. So, but I've never kind of, as you should know, badgered, hassled, pestered, what have you. But I'm still there, even if, you know what, I've even had people ordering coffee, even when they have their circumstances have changed, and then, you know, they've used me for stationery or something, paper or something. Yeah, I think so, Teresa. But I'll send it over now, and thank you very much for allowing me to do so. And if you need me, give me a shout. But thank you for your time as well. Thanks, Teresa. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.